two more added touches. We are going to add two more little touches to our handling of death. The first is to introduce a short pause between Squarey being killed and Squarey appearing in his new location. So we are adding animation for the player's death, that is Squarey. When he is dead, so we will add a different animation. And when he appears again, then we will add another animation. Respawn delay is a routine that can occur while things are going on, which means we can include a pause without making it look as though the game has crashed. Respawn delay is basically delay for making that character live again. So that is respawn delay. So it is a routine. We are instantating our explosion waiting for 1 second. So we are waiting for 1 second after the character's death. Now then moving the player to new position. Then we are moving that player to new position. Between these events, we are also turning off the visibility of our player. So when the player is getting killed, we are also turning off the visibility of our player. So which is turned off by player dot get component renderer enabled false. We are removing all momentum so that the player won't be moving when they respawn. So we are removing all momentum. So which is done by script player dot get component rigid body 2D velocity is equal to vector 3.0. Hit play and give this a try. You should find that Squarey's death is now a little more convincing as he explodes. The game pauses and then appears back at start. In an upcoming chapter, we will be taking a look at how to implement checkpoints, but for now, this should do the trick just nicely. The last little touch we are going to make for now regarding death is to stop Squarey from falling infinitely when he drops off the edge of our level. This is very easy to do. All we are going to do is to create invisible game object. So we are creating a invisible game object here with a box collider and attach the hazard script. Then we will stretch it out to create a barrier underneath the level. Remember to make sure that the game object is a trigger. Now animating the player. Adding particle effects like this has done something important for our game. It has added a basic animation which makes the world feel much more dynamic. But not every animation involves lot of little dots being scattered all over the place. In a conventional platformer, objects are animated like cartoons, so they look like they are really running, jumping, or blowing in the wind. So, Squarey is also a game object, but in the conventional games, the objects are animated like cartoons, so they look like they are really running, jumping, or blowing in the wind. It is high time we added this kind of dynamic animation to our player character. So with that in mind, I have created a little spaceman who can explore the alien worlds we are going to be designing. We call him a Kevin after the Kevin Spacey. So that means Squarey is our character. That means we added one square, but people prefer a cartoon like character, so we can add any cartoon like a spaceman, etc., so that they will appear like they are running.